I'm clear, either I'm not clear. I take courageous steps. I am courageous. Either I'm clear, either I'm not clear. I take courageous steps. Round of applause for yourself. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep clapping. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Sure, I'm going to get to that. Thank you. Yes. Tanum, please, there's questions, like 2 minute questions. People have questions to ask you. You understand? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, during the course of the presentation, I noticed some of us walked in. So if you're seeing new faces, please welcome them. Tell them they look nice. Say something nice to them. Thank you. Now, I want you to reciprocate the gesture. You look good, sir. Welcome back. Also, we have some of our speakers, keynote speakers, and panelists that also walked in during the course of the presentation. And I would like to say welcome. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Raise glass. Ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together for these amazing people. I'm seeing success if you're please jam your hands together for him. I'm seeing Mrs. Onyinda Molai, please jam your hands together for her. And to every other person, please, I didn't get the name. I should not worry about your name. All right, thank you so much, sir. Mr. Seyi Abiodun, I worried about your name. Please together for him. Thank you so much. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and it means a lot to us. Thank you so much. Also, during, I took notes. I don't know if you guys did, because that was wonderful. Also, so as I was saying, she spoke about something called state of the mind, and I think that is powerful because your state of your mind affects even everything around you, right? Now, she went ahead and she spoke further. She said something about thinking for people. And then the great Bob Proctor said something. He said there are 3 types of people, right? First of all, 2% of people think. 2% of people think. Now, 3% of people think they think. And 95% of the people would rather die than think. So please jam your hands together for this woman. She thinks. Alright. Now, she went ahead, and she said something again. And she said, she gave us 5, right? 5 updates. And the thing about updates is that update is always up to date. Right? That's why it is called update. Because it is always up to date. Now, she said, purpose. She spoke about purpose. She spoke about profit. Can we do it together? The first one is what? The second one is what? The third one is what? The fourth one is what? And the last one is what? 4. Thank you so much. Now, when she got to potential, I think I must say, and I must, she said something. She said your potential must bring what? Profit. Now, your passion must bring profit, right? So it means when you go to the market, you don't go out to say, can I buy that for 2,000 passion? 2,000 passion I'll give you. So if your passion is not giving you money, on passion the passion. This is Nigeria where, your passion has to give you money. Some people don't work for passion. I don't work for passion. I work for money. I own it in my full chest. I don't work for passion. If you don't pay me, I won't be there. Tell your neighbor I work for money. It is okay for us to accept that we work for money, please. I work, not as if I'm working for money, but I'm working for that purpose. Don't tell me you're giving me exposure. Keep your exposure and pay me. Thank you so much. All right, she said something else that struck me, and she said, nothing you do as a student is random. She said, go and meet people and talk about your business. The similarity between a poor man cannot be shy. You can't be poor and be shy. It's not possible. You have to pick one. It's either you are shy and rich, or you are poor and you can speak. Right? You can't be shy. Tolu does not use a medicated glass. Please, what is the lie? What is the lie? The first one. Okay, let me come down. All right. Okay. So you wanna try? All right. Thank you. Your name and just.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abby. So the lie is the second, but Tolu's favorite food is not amala.
All right. Tolu's favorite food is not amala. Sounds so much with confidence. All right. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. Thanks so much for this opportunity. Okay, I think the first one is a lie because the purple is a brown color and lilac is a favorite color. I think you said something like that in one class we had.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Please let me ask you that for her. All right.
Good day, everyone. I will say the third option is a lie because Tolu uses medicated glass.
Oh, all right. This was the second mic, so if you let me pass that around. Thank you. Okay. So I think he said the lie is that she does not eat amala, right? I'm coming. You said purple is not a color. I think somebody's raising their hand there. All right. So what is it?
Okay, good day, everyone. My name is Favor.
Favor.
I think the lie is she does not use medicated glasses because
Okay.
I've seen her in reading rooms and she wears glasses, so that's
As a lie. Okay. All right. One more person. Okay, there's somebody here. Thank you. All right. So.
You say Tolu's favorite color is purple. That's our brown color. I think our favorite color is black and white. And amala is our favorite food. But I think medicated glasses, she does not use, she doesn't use them.
First of all, I want to know, please, who are you? Who exactly are you?
My name is Soya Precious.
Okay, who are you? Don't tell me you know who you are. Okay, so who are you? What do you do, please?
I am currently a student, but I am looking forward to launch my business.
Oh, please, jam them together for her. She's correct. Tolu's favorite color is not purple. Her favorite color is black and white. And she doesn't use medicated glasses. And her favorite food is amala. So please jam them together for Tolu. She's such an amazing person. All right, I'm going to just go ahead with the question before I bring up our second keynote speaker. Please, can you give her the mic? The lady. Yeah. So you're going to tell us your name, what you do. If you have questions, I'm going to take 2 questions, maximum. Please just raise your hand. Yeah, thank you. Please, if you have questions, let me see so I can take all the questions at the same time.
Okay, all right. Good morning, everyone. That was a brilliant performance from Mrs. Tanum. Thank you very much for that. So I've got 2 questions here, and the first one says, we talked about we not calling ourselves like small businesses. I understand the fact that most people make use of, okay, I'm a small business and what have you. And once again, I am Taslima, and I'm the lead tutor of the Pioneer Lab Tutelage. Okay, so you said you should make use of growing business instead. So I want to ask, what's the correlation between the small scale business and the growing business? Is it that those that make use of the small scale business, you should just say they are growing businesses, or we should just make use of the small scale business? I hope you got my question, ma'am. That's the first question.
The second one, please go ahead.
Okay, the second question here says, okay. I think I'll jot this down here. Okay, so you talked about, okay, if you have a business, for example, you can actually recruit one as an intern instead of just paying the person, so you can have more time for yourself. Alright, so I want to ask, how do you balance the kind of, for example, you employ an intern and the intern wants to take over your business, you understand, probably after spending a year or 6 months with you. So how do you balance that kind of a skill that, okay, I trust this person and I can't put my business in the hands of that person while I am away? Okay, and that's what you specify. life. Thank you very much once again.
All right, I think there's one other question there. Please join me together for her. Thank you so much. There's one other person taking question there. Let's take all of the questions, and I'm giving room for 3 questions. You asked 2 already, so this is the last one. Thank you. I think the guy on research.
Good morning. So my question goes to us because I'm running a small scale business, and what I do is that I'm into clothing, anything that has to do with footwear.
Sorry, please. I think you should change your term. You run a growing business.
Yes, a growing business. I just came to. So thing is, I've been having some, glitches in the business. Like you can get orders for this week, and when you see orders is the next 2 weeks, the next 3 weeks, or it's inconsistent. And I want to ask our tutor, lecturer rather,
Okay, so for your question, I feel like your question is really broad, right?
Yes.
And I think you should listen to what everyone here has to say. All of these people are successful people, right? So let's get to know what everybody has to say, and then you probably get your answer during the course of when you are presenting. However, you probably just still ask the question, and then do you understand if that makes sense? So all right, let's just answer.
So first, thank you very much for these amazing questions, right? And I really love your voice. So about small, about growing, it's not the word, it's the mindset behind the word. So the words we speak comes from us, and everything that we say shows the quality of mind we have. So everything I've said today, I would not have been able to say everything I said if it's not in my mind. Right? So the fact that you type your business small is because you see it as small. Right? So I am not attacking the word. I'm attacking the mindset of the word. And even if you don't see your business as growing, if you say it consistently, over time you start to come into your consciousness that my business is a growing business. Exactly. So that's your first question. And the second question, intent. And one of the things I emphasized was your recruitment process. So if you do your recruitment process correctly, your intern signs the right contract, this will not be a problem. And I also emphasize that during the panel session, the business structure girl, which is in perfect position to answer this question, because that's what she does. So I'm very sure you find your answer during that panel session. And for the person that said you make sales this week, you don't make sales for the rest of the week, that means your business, so sorry to say, it's probably running on maybe vibes. Because you are supposed to systemize your sales. So it means that you're supposed to have a kind of offer that runs round the clock. So your business is supposed to be such that at the beginning of January, the question for your business is, what offers are we putting out in the month of January to bring us money? February, what are we putting out? March, what are we putting out? So for February, the offer could be, let's say the major objection you got in the month of December was delivery. So I know that January, we're doing free delivery for locations in this space, and this place. So I know that ad, publicity, everything, free delivery, I'm pushing for that in January. Then in February, I could say that, okay, I want to do combo. Like I want to sell out my fast-moving products with my slow-moving products. March. So if you constantly think that way at the beginning of the month, you always have offers to push out, and there is an higher tendency that the level of your intentionality will increase and your sales will follow through. Does that help? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. As I said, most of the questions we are asking has been answered during the course of presentation. She spoke about the state of the mind. And the state of the mind has a lot of things to do with our financial pulse, right? Let me put it that way. And why am I saying this? There's something called your subconscious mind. And I think she said it. Now, what you listen to affects you. What you say affects you, either you like it or not. And why am I saying this? If you listen to the news most of the time, Nigeria trends on bad news. Try to take a moment or take a week. The moment you are seeing bad stories, just swipe up. Speak positivity to your life and just watch your paradigm change. What do I mean? Once you see very dark man, move. Once you see certain people, move. Not because they are, like as you are scrolling, not because they are bad people, but because you know what they bring most of the time. It's just this that really does not have, do you understand? And even in as much as possible that it does not, you are just listening to it, your subconscious mind pays attention to everything around us. So if we can channel what we listen to, if we can channel the state of our mind, I believe we are going to be successful in anything we're doing. Right? Please join us together for that. Thank you so much. All right. Coming up next is our second keynote speaker, and I'm really excited about this part. Why? Because there's a saying by the legendary Larry Wasabi. Your financial IQ is your account balance. Now, he's coming to give us IQs on our account balance. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if your account balance currently runs on about 0 naira, don't worry, before you leave here, I promise you, if it does not move, don't hold me, but just watch it happen. Now, as I said, it's also here to us updates, because updates cast, but updates don't finish. Why? Because update is what? Update is what? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing up next Seyi Abiodun. Now let me read his bio. Wait, allow me read his bio. Allow me. He's not a E. He should be a she. Please allow me read his bio. Thank you. Alright, Seyi Abiodun is an executive level business consultant, a trainer and a strategic executive with 13 years experience in the areas of corporate governance, administration, finance, and strategic planning. He has worked with business leaders across industries like management, consulting, insurance, oil and gas, and manufacturing. Seyi Abiodun is known for his dedication to helping career professionals and entrepreneurs become better managers of their life and finances. He is devoted to increasing the financial skills of young Africans through practical and easy to understand financial literacy teaching methods. Seyi Abiodun is an accounting graduate with a postgraduate diploma in business management, a master's in industrial relations, and currently studying for his doctorate degree. Seyi is a member of the NFEC Professional Finance Speaker Association and a professional coach, finance content creator and influencer. Seyi is devoted to creating awareness about the need for financial education and the problem of financial illiteracy in the world. Seyi believes strongly that everyone, irrespective of their income, can build a richer life, one brick at a time. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Seyi Abiodun.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Working in the morning. Hey, good morning. Please, as I say, thank you so much for the welcome, for the amazing welcome. And to be compared, you are doing a good job. You are doing well. You are doing well. Thank you. I just wanted to add to what he said. You know, at some point he said, you don't work just for passion. You work for money, you know, and all of that. But there's a level you also get to in life where it's no longer about the money. It's about impact. When Tolu reached out to me that I was supposed to come and speak at this event, and then I asked her, we have standard questions that I ask when people ask me to come and speak at the event, because I charge. I don't speak for free. You know, I asked her, what is the speaker's fee that you guys have? What is the logistics arrangement? What is it? More like just going through the checklist. And then she went, we're just trusting, because truthfully, I don't stay in Lagos anymore. I stay in Abuja. So it means I needed to fly down here today. So I flew down here to speak to you for free. I pay my own money for flight, number one. I charge speaker's fee, right? I'm not charging speaker's fee. Number three is that for me to create content, I'm also a finance content creator. How many of you follow me? Follow me on Instagram. All my people are here. Thank you for following. So for me to do a video for you, I've done videos for a couple of brands. I've done for Fidelity Bank, I've done for some banks, for me to do one video, you needed to pay 500K. So I created a free video for this event as well. And the fourth instruction, sorry about this. I'm going to come down a lot because I'm not a pastor. This place is making me look like a pastor, so I'll come down so I can speak to you guys. The fourth instruction I believe God gave me that I want to follow this morning, with your permission, is that if you are here, not word of wisdom, wait. If you are here and you run a business, and you're at that point in your business where you have a lot of orders, but you cannot meet up. Your problem is on the supply end of things. There is demand for your product. Raise your hand. Anyone? One. I'm going to come ask you questions. One. Who else? Two. Okay, three. Let's start with those three people. So tell me about your business and your name and your business.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Seyi Abiodun. People call me Susie. I run the brand Seyi Sensation. I deliver soup bowls and stew bowls to students. But with the supply issue I have is just me, and I'm not necessarily. I have structures, but it's just me and meeting up with the demands that my clients need. I have to go to markets, cook, I have to deliver, and recently I've been affected by the light issue. So that's just the issue on my end. Okay, the solution is I want to get a gas, but be outside the hostel. And she mentioned something of interns, that we can get interns to assist us. I have relationship with people that can ask to assist me, or not yes, I can pay them so they can assist in the delivery. Yeah.
Okay, sit. Your name is the food business. What's your business name?
Seyi Sensation.
What?
The Seyi Sensation.
Whatever it is, I didn't get that. Who is the second person? You.
Good afternoon. Good morning. My name is Sarah. I'm into shoemaking, footwear, for both female and male footwear. Sometimes I have a lot of orders. Sometimes I have a lot of orders that I will not be able to meet up with. So what I do is I have a boss. It's just like my age range. I actually give him the job to do for me so I can meet up with my.
Okay. Your challenge is human capital. Please sit. Any other person? Who's the third? Okay, here.
Hi, good morning. My name is begininng. I'm the creative director of Nigeria. I run a creative business. I create tie-dye Nigeria business. Yes. So over time, I've been receiving more orders because my business is growing, and I'm training people. I have students that I'm training with the hope of recruiting them to help me with production when I don't want to produce or when I'm engaged with something else. So I'm recruiting people, training them as interns, then over time, start paying them as one goes.
Okay. For you to train people, do you charge to train them?
Yes.
How much do you charge to train people?
15K.
15K.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, I have two people. This is the instruction. I started my first business in my final year. My first business was a laundry and dry cleaning business. And I grew that business from myself to hiring 2 people, right? And then I moved on from that. I started a roadside food business. I called it Beans Pro. How did that idea come? I was just sitting in my laundry shop one day like that, and I felt like eating ewagoin. How many of you know ewagoin? And I asked my guy, where can we get ewagoin from? And the guy told me that we have to wait for those okas. You know those okas that have those red, those roundish kind of pots. I said, okay, there's no way where we can go and buy. He said, no, we have to wait. He said, well, I want to eat ewa now. So if I really want to eat now, it means there are several other people that would have this need. Why not we start something in that direction? Then we started to bounce off names. What would we call it? And then I said, what about Beans Pro? It came from the word brains professional. So we started with the wagon. I didn't know how to cook. So I had to hire a cook and then a girl that would do the serving, right, as a student. Right? So we'll make the ewa, we'll collect bread from the bakery. We started to sell at the roadside, and at some point, people started asking us, is it only beans? I'm eating beans Monday, beans Tuesday, beans Wednesday. Don't you guys have rice? What did we do? What did we do now? We added rice. We started selling rice. And then, we thought about it. We're done from morning till like 4 p.m. We would have closed for the day. But there are other people in the night. The nightlife, we can maximize that as well. Why not start fries? So we started anything that could be fried. What's dum called? Oh, Jesus, we started fried akara. We started the night before fries. And then I was able to make that business. And when I left school, the first official business I started was a logistics business. How many of you have done logistics or we are into logistics here? Anyone? Okay. It's a very stressful business, but you can make it work. I started with one bike. I grew into a fleet of 15 bikes with a delivery van, with a mini truck. It was a very difficult business. So I understand what it means to start a business, scale a business, operate a business. But the instruction for me this morning, for you, I want to pay for 10 people to attend your training. 10 people. For 10 people, how much is that? 150K. Please get our details. I'm going to send 150K to you on Monday. Number one. So when that guy said, you will go with a lot, it's prophetic. I'm serious. Sometimes. So what's the second person, the one that runs the food business? For the food business, I heard you say you need gas or something. How much gas? Oh, Jesus, you're not sharp. Okay, so let's do this. For her, she needs to buy a gas. Let's give her 100K. Where's the third person? So I heard you say that you have orders for shoes that you're unable to meet up. I can't really see the need for money there. You don't need money in your business. But because I have an instruction, I'm going to sow a seed into your business. How much do you give her? Let's give her another 100K. Okay, guys, let's go into this. What I have for today: strategies to build and multiply your finances. Move to the next slide. And I also heard someone saying that she's here to learn how to start a business. She has an idea that she's looking to start. You, tell me about the idea. Can I go start it now?
Yes. The thing is, I have this fashion. I want to open a fashion brand, like have a fashion brand rather, whereby, 2020 I was into perfume business, but I could see that I don't know how to sell. It is one thing to like have a business, but it's another to be able to sell out your product. So I decided to take some of Tanum courses and learn all this digital stuff. So now I think I am ready to go into it. But later on, I noticed that I have passion for other things. I don't want it to be like only perfume business. I want to own a fashion brand whereby I can be able to like provide clothing services. People can come to my own place and get any fashion stuff they need, both clothes, jewelries, all other things, perfumes, everything. So basically, that's what I want to do.
Because you have not tested the market. Do you guys agree? Because in my slide, before you start a business, there is something called feasibility studies. You need to do this very important thing. Be sure there is a gap in the market. But don't stop at that. Also confirm that there is a market in the gap. Write it down. Confirm that you are not only seeing a gap in the market, but there is a market in the gap. And I'm going to paint a vivid picture so you can understand. I recently moved to Abuja. Let's assume let's assume I moved to a core Sharia state in Nigeria. A core Sharia state would be like Kano, right? I moved to Kano from Lagos, and I am a Jaye person. Jaye is someone that drinks and smokes and do all of that, right? You start looking at me as a bad boy now. No, let me not use that example. Let's assume I eat pork. I eat pork meat. I'm the tush guy, breakfast, full English breakfast. There's the bacon, sausage, and bacon is made from pork or from pig, right? Abi, am I correct? Let me know that I'm on, so I won't go and embarrass my father here. Unilag people, you people are not nice. So I moved to Kano, and I just craved that day. I wanted to eat pork. I started to drive around the city. Went to store A, no pork. Restaurant B, no pork. Why don't you guys have pork in this city? Then I went back home and I said to myself, if I want to eat pork like this and I can't find pork in the market, it means that there are 1,000 of other people that also want pork that don't have access to pork. What Nigerians would normally do, call people like you, they will now call Lagos. There's opportunity. Help me ship in 1 container of pork without testing the market to see whether, because think about, there's no idea. Is it that people in Kano are not thinking? That nobody has ever thought about pork business. But if you have done your visibility study, that's when you will see that, there's something called Sharia, that it is preventing people from starting this kind of business. You already know that in that instance, although there is a gap in the market, but there is no market in that gap, meaning there is no money in that gap. Let me bring it down to you. You saw that Unilag students wear palazzo pants. Maybe you just saw 1 or 2 people, and then you just took all your savings, and then you ordered palazzo pants from Dubai. When the pants came, because you don't even know how to market properly, we're only able to sell maybe 2 pieces, and you have over 50 pieces. But thank God for you that you ordered in different color and shades. You ended up now, my sister, you now ended up wearing the thing yourself. After it has stayed with you for so long. You could have avoided that if you had done your feasibility study. So I said all of that to say that what I think we should do in your case is let's test the market with 50,000. So how much do I have now? So 50K, 150K, 100K. What's the total that I have now? I have 400. Let me stop there before I finish all my money. So I will send you, what I will do on Monday, I will send you 400K so you can help me send to them. Thank you. So let's go to, if you want to start a business, you can clap now if you want to clap. So if you want to start a business, there's something called the life cycle of a business. The life cycle. The business starts with conception, and that's the stage that you're in right now, where you conceive the idea, you see a market need, you conceive the idea, there's something I really want to do, But the next phase after conception, what's the next phase? I can't really see that. Startup is the next phase after conception. That's when you now start. At the conception phase, that is where you also do your feasibility study to see that there is a gap in the market and a market in the gap. When you have seen that, that is when you now start up. And when you're starting up, also start small. There's something called prototype. How many of you are into tech business here? You have a tech startup. That word is very common in tech. They will tell you have to design a prototype. Your prototype is just a smaller, it's also called MVP, minimum viable product. That is where you start from, so you don't waste your money. There is not all ideas that would sell. The fact that it's food business doesn't mean everybody will eat that kind of food. Because even within the food business segment, people say things like, everybody, why do you want to start a food business? Everybody eats. It's a lie. Everybody eats, but not everybody eats certain kinds of food. There are some foods that I can't eat again now. There are some foods that if you sell in Unilag, it will not sell because it's a student environment. So you need to understand that and not just hold on to generic ideas. So startup phase. The next one is the early stage. Right. At the early stage of your business, there are things that you cannot do. You cannot be taken from your business. You know, at the early phase, the business is still like a baby. What do you do to a baby? You nurture a baby. You breastfeed a baby. You give the baby milk. But what we have seen over time is people want to eat from the baby when the baby also wants to eat from them, or when the baby should be eating from them. You shouldn't do that. Feed the baby, nurture the baby, nurture your business to grow before you start taking money from it. The next one is growth. When you have done this consistently, then you now start to see the business grow. Let me also quickly introduce this. Introduce the concept of, I've heard people say, don't give up. Oh, don't give up. It's a lie. You can give up sometimes. This is it. Let me put that into proper context. When people say don't give up, the actual meaning, or what they are trying to say, is don't give up on life in itself. But there are some ideas that are not working. When you have tried everything, wait. Ensure that you have tried everything. Because think about it. The fashion designing business that you are struggling with is what has made someone else a billionaire. I once worked with a fashion designer where for you to make one item with my Oga then, the minimum, I left that brand 2016. That's when I stopped working there. The minimum is 250K. It means that your friend is doing wedding. You bought ashwebi. The ashwebi is 5,000 naira. The material is 5,000. And you now want my boss to make that fabric for you, make it into a garment. If you bring it to my store, we're going to charge you 250K to make an item of 5,000 naira. Do you think people are not paying? Hey. And this concept of there is no money in Nigeria, don't be deceived though. The kind of money that people have in this country. I work in finance, in a kind of business where people say, I have access to people's finances. I see what people are making, People like Gen Zs that are already making 10 million monthly. One of my friends just bought a house. She paid cash. She's a single girl. She paid cash 120 million. Even me, I don't get 120 million to buy a house. The person I'm coaching, wait, are we live streaming? Because you let her watch. The person I'm coaching bought a house 120 million. Even me, I don't get 120 million to buy. And it's not still, it's work. But what I've seen people do these days is something called front. Front is not a bad word. Where we say, oh, she is fronting. So people have fronts, the businesses that you know them with. But what is truly bringing them results, exponential results, may not necessarily be that thing. For instance, and you think, Seyi is making a lot of money. Do you know how many things I do apart from content creation? Content creation is just maybe 5% of the things that I do. I still have a 9 to 5. Like a 9 to 5. Like I wake up in the morning, I go to work like every other person. Right? And I'm paid well for my 9 to 5. Apart from my 9 to 5, I do advisory. Every day I'm on the phone talking to people about their finances. Oh, you must have common sense with your money. Oh, why must you have common sense? You think people have common sense? This is the way Mrs. Ibukwawushika puts it. She said, intelligent people making unintelligent decisions. You are a graduate, you finish with first class, but your decision is, by the time we profile your decisions, you are not different from someone that finished with, that struggled to get let my people go. You are not even different, but you are a first class student. Intelligent people making, you think people should know these things now? The things that I do are simple things that people pay me for. If you want to sign up for my 1 month one-on-one, I want me to talk to you every day, you must have sense. Your head must be correct. You must have sense. But we won't say that. 500K, 1 month, and people are paying it. So, guys, people have money. First, let that thought of you must japa before you have money. How many of you want to japa here? Let your japa not be because you want to go and find money. Let your japa have other purpose. People that have japa, I have friends that have japa that I extend money to, that borrow money from me monthly. Me that I'm in Nigeria. And you say money is not in Nigeria. And I'm not stealing though. I'm not. I'm a righteous man. So, we have avenues to make money in this country. If you are only able to offer service at a point where people start to pay you. You know, when people say, let me talk about the concept of free. giving free things, giving free service. People say, oh, don't give anything for free. It's a lie. How did I start this content creation? I fell into an issue myself. I fell into financial mess. On my website, it's not a secret, right? Where I was in debt to the tune of over 40 million, right? It was 10 million naira. But how did I get to 40 million? Because I didn't want to embarrass my father. I don't want to lose my father's name. So people that had invested into my business, I started to sell my assets, started to pay them back, started borrowing money to pay them back. I recall one of the expenses that I had. I was speaking to my insurance advisor because she invested for me, and I think I had like 1 million in that account those years. And I called her, Ma, I need to withdraw this 1 million. I have an issue that I'm dealing with. She said, no, now, Seyi, you are saving for your future. I said, eh? It is someone that is alive that would think about future. I said, my now is in problem. You are talking about, leave future. Leave future first. Let me take care of my now. Just to tell you the intensity of the challenge. And when I got out of it, how did I get out of it? I went to meet God. There are times when we say, when we encourage people to pray, it's because you don't have a problem. There are some problems that will come your way. Your only option is prayer. So I went to pray. And I started getting insights on things to do. And one of the insights I got was, take the spotlight off of yourself. You're not the only one going through challenges. There are other people, And to help me give structure to that, I wrote down names of people I was going to talk to, family and friends. And as I start to talk to people, I don't know whether it's a Nigerian thing or they were being truthful. But if you tell them that, madam, please, I'm going through a lot. I need you to help. Say, your own is better, what I'm going through like this. And they all came up with different stories, and I thought about it. Oh, okay. The only way is to just look for another way, and which is to take the spotlight off of myself. And I started to just share my own story of debt story, of how I came out of debt, the things that I did that led me to debt. And that's why I am always very aggressive. When you read my content, it's like someone is flogging you. How many of you can relate? Some people even see me in their dreams. Like, this guy, what's happening? Why are you this aggressive? So let's talk about this so that I don't. Growth phase. It takes time for your business to grow. And you may be at that point where you have to give free things. I started doing content creation by giving free. Like just giving free consistently. There's this concept when people think that when you give out free, nobody will pay for your service. It's a lie. Because this is how people think. If free can be this good, how we paid look like. And I'm a living testimony of that. I have a monthly class that I run. 20K, just very small money, 20K per person. And I was checking my pay stack. If you follow me, you have seen it. It's not a secret. I put it on my pay stack. From that 20K, from training, it's just buy the way kind of money. And I was checking my pay stack a few days ago, 11 million. By the way. It's not the money that I make. Why? How did I get? Someone is asking, Seyi, how can I make 11 million in my training? I said, the way to make 11 million in your training is by starting to train people for free. And it doesn't make sense. But that's what I did. I just started training people for free. At some point, people will say, okay, how can I? But then the strategy is when you are teaching people something for free, don't also teach them, should I say this? The how to do it, how to execute it, right? Sometimes people need people to grab them by the hands and actually show them, work with them. So that's what people pay for. Okay, show me how. I'm convinced that this thing is good. Show me how to do it. So don't run away from giving free things. So free is your ticket to get money, if you can put it like that. Let's move to the next slide. Then the last part that I wanted to say is that rapid growth phase. Rapid growth and as well as maturity phase. So someone said, I have 5 million. My business has given me 5 million. So what would you advise me to invest in? And I'm thinking, if a business has given you 5 million, why do you want to be a prostitute? You don't want to look for another business and now invest the 5 million that this business has given you. So you are dating two people. They want to give you money. You now use the money of this one to sponsor this one. If they catch you, they should jail you. That's what people do. A business that has given you 5 million means that business has potentials to give you 10. Why not put back the funds into that same business and keep developing it? When you have stabilized, when you have got to that level of maturity, that is when you think about diversification. You don't diversify when you have not built anything. When people say, me about Dangote. Dangote has, name the businesses now. Dangote cement, Dangote rice, Dangote spaghetti, Dangote refinery, Dangote this. And I said, no, it's not like that. Dangote did not start with Dangote because I don't have indirect information. I have first-hand information. Just before I relocated from Lagos, I was working with Dangote, like in the same office. We work, so I know him one-on-one. He resumes in the office every morning. He goes to his office, and then he sends us things to do and all of that. So first-hand information. He did not start Dangote with all the group of companies. He focused on trading. As a matter of fact, I started with trading. When he had done that successfully, that's when he now started to diversify. Understanding business accounting. Okay, let's talk about this. Understanding business accounting. There are 3 cash flows that you must have in your business. All businesses should make money from 3 sources. 3 sources. The first one is called financing sources, investing sources, and operations sources. Operation is your day-to-day buying and selling, whatever it is you do in your business. So the first one is finance, is a finance cash flow. Any cash flow that results into putting money in your capital base is finance. And that is there because some of you are struggling with money in your business. You need people that can invest. It is better to have a partner, right, than to want to have 100% of everything. That's the point I'm trying to make with this. You can look for people who have funds to invest in their business, into your business. I know a lot of people. Every day I get requests. Oh, I need people. I need a business idea. I have this 2 million that I want to invest in a business. What idea would you suggest that won't take my time? Because I have a 9 to 5. I don't want anything that will interfere. And I've been struggling. Okay, how can we create structure around? It's called peer-to-peer. How many of you know peer-to-peer? Peer-to-peer lending. So where you bring some people, they are the provider of funds on this end of the spectrum, and you have this business owner on this other end of the spectrum. So these people can finance these people, and then they get return. It can be when someone invests into your business, the person can invest for equity. It can also be debt. Debt meaning I'm giving you this money as a loan to your business, and you are going to return it with interest. But the beauty of equity is if I give you this money, I give you this money into your business, but I will only come back to ask you for anything if the business makes profit. It means that if the business sustains loss for year 1, I'm not going to get anything. If the business sustains loss for year 2, I'm not going to get anything. If it sustains loss for the next 10 years, I won't get anything. But when business starts to make profit, that is when I start to yield the benefit of being a co-owner. So if I give you money and I call it equity, it means that I'm giving you the money as an owner of your business, or as one of the owners of your business. I think people should learn to use this kind of cash flow as opposed to just concentrating on bootstrapping, funding your own business yourself, because loan can also get you into trouble. This is example. Let me give you an example. Someone gives you a 5 million naira loan for your business, and you're paying 5 million naira loan at 10% per month, and you're supposed to pay back within 12 months for 1 year. The duration of that loan is 1 year. 5 million, 10% monthly for 1 year. How much do you think you would have paid by the end of that contract in interest? What percentage of interest would you have paid? I should recap. Are you in law or communication? Business. You must answer my question. So, someone gives you a 5 million naira loan at 10% interest per month, and you are repaying in 12 months. What percentage of interest would you pay in 1 year?
That would be all. Okay. 10% per month. It is like at the end of the 12 months, you still pay the 10% of the total loan.
Just tell me the percentage. Not the figure, just the percentage.
That's 100%.
It's more than 100. Anyone? Anyone wants to answer? You are confident. You know your mathematics.
100%. 120%.
Simple now, 120% now. You would have paid 120%. Tell me, which business would you use 5 million for that will give you, so 120% of that amount? But because people don't do calculations, they don't sit down to count the cost. But because someone has proposed money, they just jump. Rather than take debt all the time, you can look at equity. Not only that, the beauty of equity is such that let's say you have a branch, you just started your business inside Unilag, and it's a student-centered business. You want to start up the next one in Lasso, right? Instead of bootstrapping or looking for funds to set up that Lasso operations, do you know that you can look for people already in Lasso that can become partner in your business, such that that person becomes the owner of the Lasso branch? So, let's say Seyi, what business is popular in Unilag with students? I think shawarma. The last time I came here, I just seen shawarma. People like food. Shawarma, left, right, and center. Korede's spaghetti and hair. So let's say I am Korede Spaghetti Unilag, and it's been a success. And I talked about it. I want to scale this business. I want to open another branch in Lasso. So I went to Lasso and looked for Seyi, who is already a student in Lasso. And I say, let us partner. I have a brand. I have a structure. I have a way. I've created design. This is how you cook. I have a document that shows how to cook, the proportion of Maggi that you put, so that it can taste exactly like Korede's own in Lasso. So I go to Lasso and I partner with Seyi, and I give Seyi all my systems. And Seyi becomes a sweat equity partner. Right? Seyi becomes the one that drives that business in that place. And if Seyi has money to put, he can also put his money. Let's assume Seyi does not have money, but he has time for the business. We can now get someone, maybe a graduate of the school, that is looking for where to invest money into. We show him the finances. Let me tell you guys, if you have a business that works, if any of you, and I'm throwing out this challenge, if you need 1 million for your business, and you can hold me for this, if you need 1 million for your business, and you can show me your profit in the last 1 year, and I'm impressed, I will give you 1 million into that business. Anybody? I'll give you my email. She will give you my email. Send me your business plan. But the kind of questions I will ask you, I have a checklist. For instance, I will ask for your business bank statement. So it means, start thinking in your mind, I'm disqualified. So just be answering. Number 1, your business bank statement. 6 months. When you send me your business bank statement, I will now start looking at all the narration in the account. If I mistakenly see cash for air, or I see meal at Tantalizer, what has that shown me? That you're using your business account to fund your lifestyle. I'm not going to invest in that kind of business. But another thing I'm going to ask you for your business books. By business books, I mean a list of all your expenses. What is the approval process for your expenses? Let's say we want to buy diesel for the business. You don't buy diesel. The best you can buy, because student environment, maybe it's petrol for your generator. Or you have a diesel gen. You want to buy diesel for your generator. I want to see what is the procedure for taking out that money for diesel from your account. These things that I'm saying, this is what we look out for. You know what I also do? I help people, like I said before, I help people who have funds to invest their money into businesses. And because I am in the middle, they are giving me the money because it is me. I don't want to lose anybody's money. Before they now come and call me out online and say, this guy is a fraudster and all of that, nobody will know that it's because you didn't do your due diligence, and I also didn't check. I just overlooked some things that I'm supposed to have checked. So that's why I'm going to check your procedure for expenses. How do you apportion expenses in your business? How do you pay for expenses? Right. Move to the next one. Understanding costing. I made this analogy a few days ago. Look at it. Aisha bought 500 units of Peruvian air, 100K per unit, paying total of 50 million. She sold at 150K per unit. What is her profit? I need someone that knows, who is in statistics department here. Who runs a business that sells air? Air business. Anyone? All those fine girls, they always run air businesses. Oh yeah? I've seen one fine girl. Okay, 1, 2. I'm coming. So how much? What's her profit? What's your name? I'll read it now. Aisha bought 500 units of Peruvian air at 100,000 naira per unit, paying a total of 50 million. She sold at 150K per unit. What is her profit?
The cost price.
You are not done. I'll give you 1 minute. Do you have the figure? Where's the air girl? You're asking her, is she your business partner? So what?
I think 250,000.
250,000, 25,000. You are not ready.
She makes 15 M in profit.
15 million. Okay. She's,
25 million.
25 million. But that's what I'm looking for. That word. Where I give her?
She makes 25 million gross profits without taking out any expenses or anything.
Do you agree? Because she has given people expo. But that's the word I'm looking for. She did not make a profit of 15 million, whatever it is. Is it 15 or 25? 25. Our profit is not 25 million. Our gross profit is 25 million. So how shall we arrive at our profit? Number one, there's some information you need that we have given you in that analysis. She bought Peruvian air. Let's assume, you can now assumption, that she traveled to, where did they buy Peruvian air from? Vietnam or where? Or China? But China, don't go and buy synthetical if you go to China. Let's assume she goes to Turkey to buy, right? She does flights. Abi, she flew to Turkey. So flight cost, you're going to put it there. Let's say from her house, she stays in Lekki. She took Uber from her house in Lekki to the airport. She paid 5,000 naira, which I doubt. That's the cost now. Let's say 5,000, you put 5,000 naira. Then, when she got to Turkey, the airport in Turkey, she got another cab to take her from there to her hotel. So let's say she stayed in the hotel for 3 days. She paid for the hotel. If she's not fasting during that period, she will eat. The cost of meal, you put it there. When she now gets back to the country, she does the same procedure to take the goods back to her store, right? After she had done all of that, right, there's something she will now arrive at. Go to the next slide. Cost of goods sold, right? Cost of goods sold, someone should read what cost of goods sold is. We're doing core accounting. I'm taking you accounting class.
Cost of goods sold is the total cost of a business. Is the total cost a business has paid to produce and sell a product or service.
Read the second. I've not heard your voice. Read the second.
It includes the direct cost of materials and labor used to create the good. It does not include the indirect costs of marketing, sales, distribution, or overhead.
So a lot of times, we are not able to figure out what our cost of goods sold is. Example, labor. Do you know that Aisha, for traveling to Turkey, she has spent time. She spent her time that you can also cost. Do you know that some of you run a business, you are the one who does the posting on Instagram. You are the one who does the content creation for yourself. You are going, get ready with me, but don't do the one that you now expose your body because you want to do get ready with me. Do the one that has sense, right? You now do get ready with me, create all those content. Do you know that you have expended time that you have to factor into your cost? Can you now see now that some of you, it's NGO you are running? Because of all this, you are not taking note of all these small costs. After you have arrived at your cost of goods sold, we now have indirect expenses that you also need to charge from the cost before you arrive at your net profit. Indirect costs like marketing. You paid for social media ads, factor it in. You have a sales girl in your office. You pay her salary, factor it in. Your own salary as the business owner, factor it in. Okay, I think I have, how many more minutes? 5. Okay, don't worry, I'll be done in 5 minutes. You factor